Okay, that's right. This is Thursday. And what is Thursday? Thursday is what? I don't give a fuck. And today, I'm going to tell you what I don't give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about politics. I call them AKA politricks. Why? Because it's all bullshit. Why do I say that? Simply because when I listen to both political parties saying shit, they all talk about each other. They don't really do anything about helping the people. They don't give a fuck about the people. All they want to do is stay in power and tell people what to do. Have you ever noticed that whenever they get in, doesn't matter what party, doesn't matter which one, Republican, Democrat, Independent, doesn't matter. What do? They always come up with new laws, regulations, things they want people to do. They do very little about changing the economy. They do very little about people who are out there with nothing. They'll give away millions of billions of dollars to other countries, and yet the people in this country are walking around homeless on the streets, starving. They don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about you. So why should you give a fuck about them? Another thing they do when the games they play is they'll get on television or the radio or something, say that this particular person or party is dividing the country. They're separating the people. They're not trying to bring people together. How in the fuck can you bring people together when you have a Democratic Party and a Republican Party or an independent party? People are already divided and separated. So what the fuck are you talking about that this person says something and they're dividing the country? They're not trying to, you are dividing the country. You don't care about the country. You only care about your own self-worth, self-being. Anything that does you with you, that's all you care about. You don't care about the people. And that's how these politicians are. And you all get fooled every fucking time thinking that this one particular person is going to bring things and change things according to the way that you like. They say whatever they have to say that they know you want to hear and do nothing. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to, what they say, we're going to kill the swamp, whatever with the swamp. We're going to get rid of all these things here. We're going to make all these changes. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And no shit ever get done. Nothing ever gets done. Now there's another election coming up, a presidential election, and the people are following and believing and falling for the lies that are being told by both parties just so they can look good in the eyes of the people and become whatever they want to be, their president or whatever leader, so they can be in charge. They can be in control. They're going to tell you what they want you to do. And what are they going to do when they get in? They're going to write executive orders. They're going to bring up new bills. They're going to pass new laws. And before you know it, you won't be able to shit in peace without breaking some kind of law. You notice now where you can't say certain things without offending certain people. You can't do certain things without offending certain people. And it's all because these motherfuckers are trying to control you, divide and conquer. That's all part of it. Another thing, too, I want to mention, have you noticed within the last couple of months when they were shooting down these so-called unidentified aerial phenomenons or UFOs or Chinese balloons, whatever the fuck you want to call them, not a word has been said about what they found. Not a word. Not a peep. They've had all this time now to investigate what it is. They've had all this time now to figure out what it is. They have all this time now to get shit done and say to you, well, what we found with this thing we shot down is they're not telling you shit. Why? Because they don't want you to know. They're busy pulling out other shit to keep your stupid asses distracted by the bullshit. And when you look at it this way, where do you get your information from? Whatever news media source that you follow and look to for information. You just saw over the last couple of days where certain news personalities have lost positions. That's all scripted. That's not something that is surprising to anybody that knows. That's all part of the script. That's all part of to get you talking about something. Oh, we shouldn't have done that to him. He don't know you. You don't know him. He don't give a fuck about you. But you are defending him. He's this. What do you know about him? What do you know about him really other than what they want you to know? Not a goddamn thing. And that goes with any politicians out there. Unless you are knowingly living with them, eating with them, going to the house for dinner, hanging out with them, you don't know a fucking thing about these people other than what they want you to believe, other than what they want to show you. That's all it is with these people. And you follow it. You are the blind leading the blind, and you fall for it every time. They'll get up and say, we're going to do this. We're going to cut taxes. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We know what you want. And you cheer and clap, and it doesn't matter who it is, man, woman, doesn't matter. They get up there and say whatever they need to say to keep your dumb ass under the spell. Well, that's fuck them. That's why I don't give a fuck about none of these politicians. I don't give a fuck about none of these politicians. I don't give a fuck about none of these politicians because all of them are full of shit. All, when I say all, I mean every single last one of these sorry ass motherfuckers are full of shit. Now, you don't like it? Guess what? This is Thursday, and I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. Because, again, I'm saying it, that these politics people are going to keep you under the spell for as long as they can. And when the shit hits the fan and you turn around and realize that things are happening that you're not paying attention to, you're watching certain businesses close, you're watching the economy get jumped around, you're watching the weather, all these shits and have an effect, and the ripple effect is going to take place, and you're going to be sitting back saying, well, what happened? They didn't tell me they were closing all the stores in the neighborhood, because your dumbass ain't paying attention. So until next time, remember, this is what day? This is Thursday. And what is Thursday? Thursday is the day where I don't give a solid fuck about any of this bullshit from the politicians or the media. Until next time.